Hi, welcome to Learning Pachelbel's canon. If you're watching this video on the front page of the website and thinking about signing up for this website, this will really show you the level of details I go into when it comes to explaining how to play pieces. This is one of the famous classical masterpieces, and it always starts off with this line, this bass line. As you can notice, I'm playing this in the left hand. That sounds like this. I'll just play this for you, then I'm going to go into some detailed tips on how to practice this. And then it continues after that. And you'll notice in this song, this bass line that I just played keeps going and going and going and going and going. It's the right hand or the treble clef that's going to be doing most of the changes. Now let's remember a few things. First of all, I'm starting here. This is the D that's below middle C. Middle C's right up there. So this is the D that's below. And it goes down to this D that's 2 octaves below middle C. Now notice that this bass line encompasses an octave. From here to here is D to D, that's an octave. So we want to have our hands stretched out over that octave, okay? Also, final thing to remember is in this key, in D major, F is always F sharp. There's not going to be any F naturals, just all F sharps. All right, I'm going to go slowly, note by note, show you some things to work on. Here's the first part. Notice I get my 2 finger in my left hand on this A. I swing down to 1 on B, and then 3 to F sharp. Why do I do this? Well, let's say I started like this. The problem with this fingering is now you're going to have to make this awkward move to get over to the G. But if you do this stretched out position, and the fingering that I recommend, 1 to 2, to 1 finger, to 3 finger, to 2 finger, to 5 finger, then back to 3rd finger, then back to 2 finger, and then back to the 1 on D. Now notice what happens after the first part. We go 1, 2, 1, 3. Why do I put 3 here? Because it allows my pinky or my 5 finger to get down here. So then I want to get 2 on G, the 5 on D, the 3 on G, and the 2 on A to get back up to here. If I do something like this, this is really an awkward stretch. You can do this, I've seen people do it, but that's a very painful, very awkward stretch. However, if I go 5, 3 to 2, and then back to 1 on D, this should be able to make it pretty easy, because you're going to have to repeat this over and over and over and over again. Okay? So go back and watch this video. Really make sure you're using the correct fingering in your left hand for this bass line. Now, just to go over counting, remember that every single note gets 2 counts. So think 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you're back to the D. Okay, so try to get this left hand down, and we'll start talking about how to put it together with the right hand and the different techniques in the right hand in our next lesson.